Guys, we are back with a new D&D stream. This is the very first instance of this campaign. Whole new crew, just about. Well, a lot of them are returners, but we have one new member.
Woo.
We're just getting started, so we already did our hellos and stuff. But if anyone wants to introduce themselves as their characters, you can go ahead, please.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You can go first, Javier. That's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna be playing Khandra. He is a Goliath of Cloud Giant ancestry, and he is going to be a Vow or Oath of Vengeance paladin.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Very excited.
Let's go with Minnow next.
Yellow. I'm Mino. I'm a Minotaur. I'm a Druid. It's kind of ironic. I'm eating steak right now, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm ready. Seems fun.
All right. Who wants to go next? Chungus or Juby Strongbelt Bolts?
Hey guys, I'm Chungus. My character is a champion fighter. My alignment is chaotic neutral. Um, I keep the family tradition alive of hunting monsters. And my goal is to slay bigger and bigger creatures just for the thrill of it.
I like
My
it.
main weapon is a great sword that I've trained for a very long time with. I'm 22 years old, and I picked out my great sword at my coming of age ceremony at 18. My father was killed shortly after by a dragon protecting me.
Very nice. Bolts, you want to go next?
Hi, I'm Juby Strongbelt with the nickname of Bolts. I am playing a rock gnome artificer,
What's
and
going on, Obsidian?
my
Yeah, we're
mission
back with the new D&D
basically
campaign.
is just to
So
gather
let's see how
intel
it
on
goes.
my
I've done a
father
lot
that
of
has been
work.
kidnapped by Goblin and Goblinkin alike. That's basically it.
All right, and I am Smokey130. I will be DMing this campaign and also playing any DM inserts. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's set the scene. We are starting off our journey. Everyone is on a giant barge or ship, right? Everyone has their different reasons. Two of our characters do know each other. Whether they choose to reveal that or not is up to them. One of our characters is currently down in the cargo hold, locked in a cage, and the other one is, unbeknownst to anyone, completely mysterious and very intimidating, so no one is quite sure why they're there, but everyone's too scared to ask. This is a 1 week long journey. It is a cross continental ship, so it's about 1,000 people on board, including the crew, and it's carrying quite a bit of cargo of all kinds of sorts, right? So this world is a very fantasy, no sci-fi, no realism or anything like that. There is not cage play in the first 5 minutes, Obsidian. All right. So let's go ahead and get started.
Oh my god.
All right. So if everyone could do me a favor, and I guess to see who we start our story with, do we want to roll initiative or do y'all just want to vote?
I'm down to roll initiative.
Initiative sounds good.
All right. Let's everyone roll initiative real quick, and I will.
Is is there a way to do that in the app so everyone can see?
Yeah. If you are looking at your character sheet, right under proficiency is initiative. Everything we do roll-wise is going to be in the app.
Okay, so if I click initiative, it'll roll and go into the campaign chat.
Yeah, as long as your thing is set to everyone. If it's set to self, it'll only show you.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Ignore that roll, ignore that roll. I was just checking.
Okay.
All right. 16, 10, 12. Can we get a roll from Mino, or do you just want to go last?
I'm loading the app up, but I can go last.
Do you want me to roll for you while you're loading?
I got it. Hold on.
Okay.
I love clicking the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't deprive him of his role.
Totally.
You are shitting me. No, I want to go
You
last.
fucking.
Oh.
No, you so gotta go
You
first.
rolled a nat
Okay.
20.
Okay, my phone's about to die.
Okay. Why aren't you on? Okay, just get on your laptop, dude.
That's what I'm doing, but
Okay,
yeah.
so do you want to go last so you can do that?
Yes, that's my choice as being nat 20.
All right, fair enough. You can just take an initiative for that nat 20.
Yes.
All right. So if that's the case, we are starting with, I believe it's Chungus. All right,
Yes.
Chungus, you are starting in your quarters in the ship. You guys are about a day into the journey, a day into the week-long journey. The boat rocks and sways side to side. However, you are able to hold your stomach and are no longer getting seasick since you are a day into the journey. You finally found, as the sailors call it, their sea legs. What would you like to do?
I think I'd like to finish training up the old guns and the core and the legs.
You
Really
wanna,
go out onto go go out onto the ship and just glistening sweat and get some fresh air.
Okay, so do you want to go out into the deck, wander the halls? Where in particular?
I think I want to go onto the main deck. I need some fresh air
Okay.
after training so hard.
Gotcha. So Chungus is going to proceed to the main deck. While he does that, because it's going to take a little bit, because he is on the 3rd floor down, we are going to shift to who rolled next highest? Bolts, who is likewise starting in their chambers. They are on the 2nd floor. They had a little more rapport due to their previous military experience, so they got a better room. What would you like to do?
Alright, since I have a little mechanical ferret, who I am still working on the name because it's relatively new, tinkered it not too long ago,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to apply mineral oil to my ferret as it's made out of copper, and I just want to, since we're out on sea where there's a lot of salt in the air, it's just something I need to do.
Okay. So you are going to see to your, you said fairy or ferret?
Ferret.
Ferret, alright. And so, okay. So you're staying in your room to do that?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Moving on to, how do you say your character's name?
Andra.
Condra. Okay. Moving on to Condra. Condra is on the 1st floor. No one really knows why. Safe to assume he just was too intimidating for anyone to tell him no. You are in your chambers, which is a very nice, almost fit for royalty, though not quite what in the modern day we would call the presidential suite, but it is definitely one fit for royals and nobles.
So Kandra is sitting down. He likes to take time to himself to think.
Mm-hmm.
So he is getting tired of thinking to himself, and he's going to go out onto the deck. And on the way out, he hits his head because he is a towering 8 feet tall, and he just needs to get some fresh air on the deck.
Alright, Condra moves to the deck of the ship. It does not take very long because he is on the 1st floor. The only floor above him is the top floor and then the captain's quarters. Yes, that is Jungle Man playing Condra Obsidian.
Hi.
Alright, and as you stated, Condra hits his head. Are you saying on the doorframe or a support beam in the hallway?
Probably the door frame.
Alright. Condra hits his head on the doorframe, leaving a little scuff on his helmet, but no dent or scratches. Proceeding to the deck, Kandra happens to see a human fighter, who seems rather interesting, carrying a large greatsword on his back. However, he also blends in with any of the other bounty hunter or rogue characters that are aboard the ship, as there are a plethora of them. Moving back to Chungus now. Chungus now has made it to the deck of the ship, and he is in glistening sweat with his smoking hot rock body, as stated
There we
earlier.
go.
He is watching the ship sail through the waves, swing a little bit, but the water is not too choppy, just a few white caps here and there. It is a nice summer day. It's a little warm, but the sea breeze keeps it relatively cool, though quite humid. While sitting on the deck, leaning on the railing, looking out, Kandra hears the clanking of armor as a giant paladin approaches the deck. This paladin is rather scary to look at first, and towers over Kandra. And while Kandra does find him fairly intimidating, he is also aware that this guy most likely won't attack him on the ship, as they're all paying to be here and travel, and would be thrown in the brig for fighting.
So
Is Chungus
Is Chungus what?
So there's a paladin and Kandra, and then Chungus is chilling on the side?
Yeah, you're chilling on the railing, looking out, and then you looked over as you saw Kandra come out the hallway, up the little staircase onto the deck because of the clanking of his armor.
Oh, okay. You
Okay.
switched the names around.
Wait, what did you say?
I said you switched the names around when you were talking. I got confused.
Oh, my
I was
bad. My
yeah.
bad.
Someone taller than me? Oh shit.
No. My bad. So what would you like to do, Chungus?
Oh, I feel like I see Kandra. In a way, I feel a kindred spirit.
Well, you don't know Condra's name or anything yet. You just see a giant
Okay, well-
person in armor, basically.
I see this giant person in armor, and I think to myself, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And I haven't quite exercised fully out yet, so I think I want to go talk to this man in armor and ask him if he'd like to do a little sparring match on the deck.
Okay, do y'all want to roleplay this out, or do you want to roll?
We'll see where it takes
Up.
us.
What'd you say?
I think I kind of want to see where it takes us.
Alright. Chungus approaches the large figure as Kandra just steps onto the deck from the final step. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach. Condra's gonna approach Chungus, and he's gonna be like, "I hope you're not planning to use that sword on me anytime, friend."
Not you, mighty big fellow. I just feel a kindred spirit with you. I would like to ask, would you like to have a bit of a camaraderie and spar with me a little bit? I haven't quite worked up the sweat that I want today, and I think you would make a fine challenge.
I concur with that, my friend. And Kandra kind of loosens his gauntlets and drops them to the floor, because
Chungus,
Kondra's not planning on using his weapons anytime soon.
Alright, so Kandra drops the gauntlets. Sorry, real quick. Chungus does notice that the gauntlets make quite a hefty sound when they fall.
so
Put them up, my friend.
Chungus proceeds to take the strap on his chest and rip it from a knot, and his greatsword falls directly behind him onto the ground, knowing it would not be any fun with a weapon right now.
Alright, the greatsword falls to the ground, also making quite a hefty clang. The sailors and some of the guests that happen to be on the deck do start to look and see what is going on. You have started to breed a little bit of interest.
Condra's gonna start circling, and he's gonna start making eye contact with Chungus,
Mm-hmm.
so he can try to read his move before he can even know what he's gonna do.
All right, Chungus, are you gonna circle with him, or are you gonna stand still and hold your ground?
I think I'm going to go into a almost like a you know the position like at track and field where you're in that low position and you're like
About
one
to
hand
like
on the
run?
ground with yes, almost like in a charge stance
Okay.
where I get low to the ground and have like my back foot behind me and my left hand on the ground.
Are you about to lunge?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to have to roll acrobatics for that.
All right.
13, okay. And you're lunging at Condra, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What would be the... What? Okay, 13 on acrobatics. And Condra has... Okay. So... Due to the distance, Condra does have time to react. What would you like to do, Condra? You don't have a lot of time, but you do have a little bit of time to try and react.
So Conja sees him lunging at such great speed, and he's going to plant his foot back
Mm-hmm.
to try and.
So you're
like,
just gonna
hold
try and like
himself
wall
up.
him out?
Yeah, so he's gonna be on the defensive pretty much.
Okay, roll strength for me.
Okay.
Alright, how do I want to play this out? Okay. Condra plants his foot in the ground and takes a firm stance, preparing to unstoppable force meets a movable object his way into Chungus, though Chungus manages to outmaneuver him during his lunge. And describe to me what you're trying to do with this lunge real quick.
So I don't want to fully grapple him. I want to
Mhm.
almost lunge into him and send him onto his back and then kind of do a roll, kind of like almost an acrobatics a little bit where
Mhm.
I put the force to land him on his back and then I go continue my momentum into a roll to pop away and back up on my feet.
Mhm.
Almost like a game of sorts where it's kind of testing the waters.
Yeah, okay. So that's your goal, but the roll wasn't high enough for that. You get most of it done. So what
Okay.
we're gonna say happens, because he did roll a 10 in strength, is you attempt to do what you just said. However, Condra is able to hold his ground enough that you end up having to brace onto his shoulders and flip over him. While you do bring him down to a knee, you do not bring him down all the way. But you still
Okay.
display quite an impressive amount of acrobatic skill. There is now a large audience chanting, cheering, and yelling as they watch you guys spar.
So Chungus is behind Conja at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Conja is going to. He's going to do a leg sweep behind him to try and keep Chungus off guard and try and get him on his back as well.
Okay, so you're reaching behind you to do a leg sweep to try and knock him down?
Yes.
Okay. Why are y'all being so performative right now?
I'm loving it.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because you are displaying a performance. Let me see. It's not quite acrobatics. Let's say, you could either roll... Let's say athletics. What?
Yeah.
No, not athletics. Hold on. I'm thinking of something else. Screw it. Yeah, we could say athletics.
I get advantage, so we roll
Damn.
twice.
And you have a +6. Oh my god.
Okay,
see
that's
Oh, why do we have advantage?
So there are certain traits and things you can, like items, depending on what you equip and how you play your character and what traits you take, you could either get advantage or
Okay.
disadvantage on certain things. So like, because Khandra is a paladin and the type of armor he has disadvantage on stealth. However, he has some traits or something that gave him advantage on athletics and acrobatics.
Okay.
So like your character doesn't have advantage or disadvantage on anything for right now. But you might take a trait later on that will give you that.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, sorry.
So-
What'd you roll, Condra?
16.
16? Okay. Tongue has just landed. Alright, so what we'll do is I will have you roll acrobatics again, Chungus, but you're going to be at disadvantage because you just landed, and while you have a little bit of time to react, you don't exactly see it coming, so it's more so of a last minute reaction rather than an actual true anticipation. So that's why you're going to have disadvantage.
Okay.
On this, okay?
So that means I roll twice, correct?
You roll twice, you take the lower number. Yes.
Gotcha. So 2 acrobatics.
Yes.
So 1. And then 2.
And so, like, in order to completely not be affected by his move, you would have to outroll him, basically.
So
You
I
rolled
took a 9.
You take the 9, and then he rolled, because he has advantage, he rolled a 16. So you are going to, while you're not going to, like, necessarily get completely messed up by this, you are going to be swept off your feet. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So, Chungus lands from his feat of acrobatics, jumping over Kondra's shoulder. Kondra, while on his knee, sweeps his leg behind him, taking out Chungus's legs. Chungus falls to the ground, but manages to catch himself on his arm, so he's not completely down. So he is in a similar position to a push-up. He is at disadvantage if he needs to get up, or if Kondra does a follow-up attack. However, he's not completely on the ground and prevents himself from slamming his face into the deck.
Okay. The ball back in my court.
Who just rolled? What are we rolling?
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. Alright. So, pause right here. While you guys are sparring, the first mate of the ship has noticed the commotion and is coming down from not the captain's quarters, but right below it. He was near the wheel of the ship, and he comes down and pushes his way through the crowd. What's all this commotion? What's going on?
Condra's just going to stand right back up as if he were at attention. And he's going to be like, just a friendly spar, my sir.
And then to add to that, I from my push-up position, I use all my strength to push myself back up onto my feet, and then I go, "Yes, mighty fine dance partner here."
All right.
Condra kind of laughs at this, and he goes in for a dap up with Chungus.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You guys managed to do your dab up while you're talking. Let me see. Both of you roll dexterity saving throw, please. So that's not going to be the big number at top. It's going to be right under it where it says saving throws, and it'll be dex.
Fuck.
So, dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Boom.
Oh,
20.
nice. A dirty 20. Very nice.
Wow.
All right. The first mate throws a nasty gut punch into Kondra, who just manages to brace for the worst of the blow, but is still brought to his knees, the air knocked out of him. Chungus, however, manages to briefly catch the fist and move his body to the side in order to completely negate any impact from it. So he knows better than to try and fight back or counter the first mate, but he does deflect and apologizes, which allows him to not receive a follow-up punch from the first mate. The first mate then says, "There'll be no fighting on my ship. Not a bit. No sparring, no dancing, no nothing. You two get out of hand, you'll be in the brig again."
Yes,
And with
sir.
that, he storms off.
Just when things were getting fun.
Kandra kind of brings his hand up on his head and he says, Could I get a hand, my friend?
We're gonna
He's
hit the clean. I'm gonna hit the cleanest grab and just yoink him up to where he kind of floats in the air a second back onto his feet.
Gotcha. Alright, so Chungus helps up Kandra, and with that, we move away from the deck of the ship down to Mino if he's ready.
Yeah.
Alright, Mino
Yeah.
looks around and sees that he is in a cage. It is
Mino.
dark. And Mino?
Yeah.
Okay. Mino is in a cage. It is dark, and you can see a little bit around you. You feel the sway of the ship more so down here, and there's a little bit of water, although the ship isn't sinking, obviously. There's still a wooden hull, so there's a little bit of water down here sloshing around. If you were to stand up to your full height, it would be almost to your ankle. However, you cannot stand in your cage.
Okay. And are there like iron bars holding me down or something, or is it like a prison cell I'm just too small to fit in?
No, you
I
are
mean,
in
too
a
big.
cage. You're not in the brig. Like,
Oh.
you're in the cargo hold. You're in a cage. It is made from 2 large stone slabs with iron bars in between, all the way around.
Stone slabs, you say?
Yep, but... You can't see anything else about the stone slabs.
Okay. Well, after gathering my situation, I'm gonna think in like deep thought and say, I guess the best option is just to open the door, and I want to try and pull the bars apart.
Okay. This is gonna be a pure strength move, as you realize your magic is completely inert and doesn't work inside of the cage, though you're not sure why.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Just
roll
roll
strength. Yeah.
Oh man, 7.
You want to use that? You want to use that inspiration?
Oh yeah, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So, was it Mino?
Yes.
All right. Mino grabs the iron bars and pulls with all of his might, and the only thing that happens is he lets out a little fart.
Oh wow. Whoa. What?
You're straining too hard. You feel the iron bars shift a little bit as they're only held captively by the 2 stone slabs, but aside from being able to rotate them, there's nothing else you can do.
I don't know what I expected. I've been down here for a while now.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
No. I guess I'll just sit in the squalor.
All right. Chat said you popped a hemorrhoid.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna move to bolts. You have finished. By this time, it is almost sunset, and you have finished attending to your pet mechanical ferret. What would you like to do? You are still in your quarters.
Alright, I'm going to put my ferret down, of course, and because it can't go out and get UV rays with mineral oil, and I decide to head out to the at least like the bar or like the little food area
Mm-hmm.
to get myself a brew, as it's been
Gotcha. So do you want to go
another
to
one.
the meal area, which does have beer as well, or do you want to go specifically to the bar? Because there are two separate things.
I'm going to go to the bar as people tend to talk more
Gotcha.
loudly.
Bolts proceeds to the bar, and there you notice it is mildly crowded, but not too crowded yet as it's still sunset, and a lot of the crew has not quite shifted from off their shift yet. So due to it not quite being shift changed, the bar has a few guests in there and some crew that are currently off duty. But there are plenty of open seats at the bar, as well as open tables in the area.
Alright, I'm going to head straight to the bar.
Gotcha. You proceed to the bar. The bartender is you notice he is quite a short person. You're not quite sure if he's a half-elf or what, but you can tell he's not clearly a full human. He has quite a high-pitched, squeaky voice and says, "What can I get ya?"
Sir, tell me, do you have a special for today?
Specials? No, we ain't got no specials. We're on a boat.
I see. Great bartender, huh?
We got beer and we got whiskey.
Just pour me whatever beer you've been pouring for everyone else.
Okay. And he walks away to go get you a beer.
I just want you to know that I'm like 3'8", and so it probably took me a while to get on that bar stool.
I forgot how short your character was.
Yeah, I am.
It's actually okay. That's actually funny because I was talking about how short the bartender is. I think you are taller. No, you're shorter than the bartender
No.
by like 2 inches.
Yeah.
All right. While you're sitting at the bar waiting, you notice a large individual who is hooded, so you can't quite tell what they are, but based on their size, you're assuming they're either part maybe half giant or just a large orc. You're not quite sure, but they're standing at about 10 feet tall. They go and sit at the back of the bar, minding their own business, and they're giving a very clear indication that they do not want to be bothered.
Right. Juby or Bolt is for sure keeping an eye on the man, as it's very, very weird to be hooded on a boat. But other than that, she kind of ignores. Just keeping an ear out for conversations.
Gotcha. And then real quick, Chungus and Khandra, what did y'all want to do after your little meeting with the first mate? Were y'all gonna go back to your chambers, or were y'all going somewhere?
Condra's gonna turn to Chungus, and he's gonna say, "So fine warrior, might you have a name?"
They call me Chungus. And you?
What a fine name. Would you like to go get some food?
I think I could go for a good slab of meat and a fine ale.
Very well. And we make our way to wherever the fucking food is.
Okay, so that is a separate place from the bar, but you guys go to the dining hall on the ship, which is it is above the cargo hold, but below the third, or the bottom floor for residents. And it is adjacent to the bar, but they are technically separate entities, as, they can't have children going to the bar, so. Alright, so you guys proceed to the dining hall and go get your beer. What? Alright, you guys go get your beer and slab of meat, per se. And we cut back to Bolt, who is sitting at the bar and just received her pint from the bartender.
How much is this, sir?
The bartender looks at you and goes, "What floor are you staying on?"
Does that matter?
Yeah, it does. If you read the contract, if you stay on the second floor or higher, drinks are included.
Well, it just so happened that I'm second floor or higher, so.
Right. And I'm a wizard. I need proof of that. The proof would be your room key, by the way.
Okay. I think before Bolt takes out her key, I think she's gonna make a quick scan of the bar.
Okay. Are you just looking around, or are you particularly trying to investigate one thing?
I'm just like looking around to see if anybody's looking at me.
Okay. Roll perception. Bolts looks around the bar and sees the only person staring at them is the bartender, who is very irritated while waiting on them to present their room key, because they have a job to do and they're holding them up.
God, this is the worst bartender ever. Okay, so she's gonna present her room key, but keeping her, hand kind of covering it.
Okay. The bartender looks at you, King, and goes, "Right, was it that hard? Gosh, these people make me sick," and walks away. You now have your free drink.
Oh my god.
All right. Anything else you would like to do in the bar?
Probably down the drink.
All right, you down your drink, and you're still at the bar. Is there anything you want to do, or do you want to go somewhere?
I think I'm going to go to the little food area for a beer to get away from this bartender. And I'm also finding out nothing, and that mysterious hooded figure is kind of giving me the wrong impression.
All right, go ahead and roll perception for me real quick. On your way out, you hear the bartender looking at you and mumbling something under his breath, but you cannot discern what it is. But based on the way his face is being held, you can most likely ascertain that he is bitching about you.
Of course he is.
Alright, you proceed to the dining hall, and it is packed as it is now dinner time, and shift change has just occurred between the crew. So the night crew is just now taking over, day crew is now grabbing dinner. It is completely sunset, it is now dusk. And inside of the dining hall, you see probably a couple hundred people. It is very loud, very busy. The boat has now hit some choppier water, so it's swaying a little bit more. So you see some people bumping into each other as they walk down the aisles between tables. You also notice a very large, towering paladin in very dark metal armor, who is currently standing next to a normal man who you recognize as you have worked with him before on odd jobs, being guns for hire. They are in line currently shooting the shit, as they say, while they get slabs of meat and ale to fill their bellies.
Yeah, Juby's, upon recognizing Chungus, is going to let out the biggest sigh, wondering if she should just turn back and deal with the very, very shitty bartender.
Mm-hmm.
But Juby's a little better than that and decides to check in with Chungus, seeing if maybe he's slayed a monster that has anything to deal with me personally.
Okay. Chat does not want you to interrupt them and wants you to observe their first date and see where it goes. All right.
Important.
So you approach Chungus and you can ask your question.
Evening, Chunkus. Strange to see you here.
Ah, I thought I smelled you, small one, and your friend here. It's good to see you. Last I saw you, we were fighting the giant serpent.
Yeah, right. Uh, why are you here?
Well, gonna be honest. I was running low on money, and I might have hoarded myself out a little to get a free ride across the water. I heard tell of a giant serpent across the way, and I really wanted a new fight. I've been in a bit of a slump lately. I
Oh,
hear slabs of meat named Dominoes.
Yeah, who's got a Domino's ad playing?
I hear the caterers, they talk of Dominoes. My dear friend,
With them.
Kandra, they have Dominoes on the ship.
Yes. And
Juby
Kendra,
doesn't even get a word in. I'm just
Uh,
going to.
real quick, I need Bolts or Juby and Conjure to roll insight.
okay. Yeah.
All right. Juby gives the response that she gave, but knows exactly what otherworldly food Chungus is referring to. Conjure gives his enthusiastic response, but in actuality has no idea what he's referring to.
Bolt upon hearing the stupidity coming from Kandra, she's going to look over and then look up dramatically as this character is towering over her before looking back at Chungus going, okay, right. So nothing new. Pouring yourself out. I got that. Um, you're broke? How are you already broke?
Well, my friend, to be honest, I might have broken my great sword fighting a fire beast, and as you know, I have a connection with the dwarves, and they knew my father, and they took care of our weapons growing up. So I had to spend all my remaining money to get my great sword back in tip-top shape to fight some new monsters.
Yeah, I guess Domino's is canonically
I
inverse.
see.
I
I
don't.
see.
I gotta figure out how that works.
You're not up to any trouble, are you?
My friend, that is my middle name, Chungus Trouble.
Right.
But
All right.
little one,
Real
why
quick.
don't you join me and my new friend here for a good slab of meat, some Dominoes, and an ale?
Juby, roll perception real quick. Very nice. Okay. 22. Backtracking to when you were referring to asking them if they were in trouble, you do notice a giant fist mark in Condra's gut, though it hasn't dented his armor. It looks as if it was just short of denting it. And you also notice a little bit of scuff marks and bruising on both of them, while he says his middle name is Trouble. You also notice that you guys are starting to irritate some of the people walking around y'all because you are still blocking the. Imagine it's like a buffet kind of setup. You guys are standing like right in the middle of where people grab steaks.
Hey, quit blocking the Dominoes, guys.
Apologies, my friend.
Come,
Juby,
let us find seating so we may speak more freely.
Juby
I haven't
sighs
gotten my
again.
food yet.
Juby sighs, and after staring at the fist, she goes, "Okay, maybe one drink, but I think we'll get thrown off board if we stay together."
My friend, it'll be like good old times where we have ale non-stop for the whole night. We shall raise our cups fill them higher and higher, and make a game of it.
I just want to point out that Chungus does stay on the 3rd floor, so his food is not free.
But see, Chungus understands that sometimes a man's gotta steal to eat.
So you are knowingly stealing? That is the route you're
Chungus-
going?
Yes, Chungus grabs ale and food
Roll stealth.
with his
No, wait.
nimble hand.
Roll sleight of hand.
16.
Oh, damn. All right, that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Chungus successfully manages to swipe the ale and meat, getting the same plate and tankard of ale that everyone else is grabbing, and somehow manages to just dodge the person checking your room keys to make sure that people who need to pay are still paying.
So he does Conjure see this?
You can roll perception if you'd like to see it,
Okay.
but your passive perception does not notice it now.
Okay. Can I roll perception then?
I mean, you're standing right next to him, so yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay.
Where do you find your passive perception at?
It's gonna be right under your saving throw. It's gonna be your senses. So he has a 13 in passive perception, so that's enough to see that you did some sort of movement, but it's not enough for him to just know off rip if you stole or not.
I rolled a
Okay.
Yeah, so you roll a 16, so you see exactly what happens, and it's up to you what you do with that information.
Okay, Conjure's gonna grab Chungus by the wrist. He's gonna say, "Put that food back."
Okay,
can
you
I
want to roleplay
interrupt?
this out, or do you want to roll intimidation?
I'll roll intimidation. Fuck it.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
$16.
All right. And then Chungus, do you want to just roll with it, or do you want to like roll so that you're not intimidated?
Let's hit a roll. Roll for roll.
Okay. What would that be? I can't remember.
Is it Constitution? Or no?
Oops. Don't pay attention to that. No, it's roll insight. We'll say insight, because that discern a person's mood and intentions.
Okay.
Unless you're trying to counter intimidate, then you can just go intimidation for intimidation. Oh, well, you you rolled insight on that. All right, so
Well, do I see this
yeah,
interaction?
you're seeing, you don't know what happened because you didn't see the sleight of hand, because Khandra was blocking it for you, but you do see Khandra grabbing Chungus's wrist and the interaction that is now happening.
Can I interrupt?
What do you want to do?
I just want to be like, what's going on here? Like,
Okay.
who's his
Yeah,
friend?
okay,
I
you
guess?
can do that after we play out the intimidation check. Because it's like
Khandra
happening
grabs him
live.
by-
Okay. Yeah, so Khandra manages to grab Chungus by the wrist and says,
You have wrongfully stolen from this good barge that may travel us across the sea. You will
Alright.
follow their rules.
alright, and while saying that, he is squeezing Chungus's wrist quite uncomfortably for Chungus. There are indentions from the gauntlets in his skin now, and Chungus is completely terrified by this side of Khandra, who is now towering over him, still in his armor, while his other hand is holding his plate of food and his tankard in one hand.
And my dominoes.
Okay. And your dominoes. Fucking hell.
Khandra, my friend. If it bothers you so be it, I'll put it back. But I want you to know, A man's gotta eat eventually.
My friend, if thou art broke, you merely have to ask me for coin.
Chandra, if you would be so kind to me, I would forever be in your debt.
Okay, how much is the food?
Okay, so before y'all get to that point, right after the intimidation and before Chungus can respond, Juby asks the. You can say it.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Yeah, Trouble in Paradise for real.
clearly like the what's the word? Clear. I'm looking at the intimidation and I'm looking at Chungus going, who is this man? Because I'm thinking there's a fight about to happen.
Small friend, Juby. This is a new friend I have made while on my travel with the sea legs. He is a mighty fine dance partner and an upstanding man.
Juby, upon hearing this, is like, okay, this may be his lover or something. So she kind of like backs off a little bit.
Name is Chandra, little one.
Yeah, now Juby's thinking that this is the person Chungus is whoring himself out to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good God.
Right. My bad. Just, we need to get out of line before somebody actually.
You must have read the Yowie tomes then.
Like, why are we doing our own
I've been
inserts?
reading books of old.
I believe I heard my father speak of such tomes as I was a child.
Hey, yeah.
That's a lot to unpack.
He was a weird father at times, but he was good and he trained me hard.
Moving on.
Alright, moving on.
Like moving on with the conversation. Like you guys are going to go
Oh,
sit
okay.
down and stuff. Chandra,
But-
you paid for his food,
Yes.
right? Okay. You go to pay for his food. You guys show your room keys. You're now getting seated at a table to eat. Well, not getting seated. Y'all just go sit down.
So, does Chandra know of the Minotaur in the brig? Does any of the crew know?
The crew, yes, some of them. You do not currently, but it would be very easy for someone of your stature to figure out. Right, let me see. Because you don't have anything that would allow you to just, like, detect it, would you? Do you?
If it's not a fiend or celestial, then no.
Yeah, no. I don't think any of y'all do have anything to just passively detect the Minotaur.
I can start screaming.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I could roll a perception. I don't have any.
No.
I
Y'all
guess
are in
if
the
I-
middle of a crowded dining hall. You're not gonna hear him screaming from the cargo hold. Y'all are like, although you're on the floor above him, that's still like 50 feet of space from him to the roof of his room. However, y'all are in the dining hall full of crew who just got off shift, so you could, if you so choose, try and find someone who works the cargo hold or works the manifesto with everything on it and interrogate them, but that could go very well or very poorly because you are essentially intimidating a crew member.
Chandra's just gonna stick to eating his food.
Okay.
I think, as Chungus, I think I see a staff and worker walk by, and I strike up a conversation asking, is there anything exciting or interesting on the ship?
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. Let's see. All right. Persuasion. Fuck.
Ooh.
You roll
Chungus is
persuasion
not-
trying to ask the crew member, while you make it very clear that you're trying to ask about something that is not a form of entertainment that they provide on the ship. So the crew member just looks at you baffled and walks away. However, simultaneously there is a loud thud coming from the floor below you guys, and you hear shouting as the first mate is running down the hall towards the cargo hold. Though the crew that are off duty in the dining hall seem to not be reacting, but you do notice that like I said, the first mate ran down. You could recognize him from his voice screaming, and some of the on-duty crew who work as guards or just some of the beefier guys running down towards the cargo hold, as you can see the hallway from where you're sitting.
Speak of the devil, my friends. Would you like to see what was happening?
Yeah, Kandra gets up from his seat and goes to ask the crew what's going on in the hopes that he can offer some aid.
All right, so we're gonna cut away from you guys. You're heading down. You're following the crew behind the last group, so you guys got a little bit before all of them pass. We're gonna cut to Minnow.
Yellow.
So you have successfully broken the cage. However, it was very loud, and the crew member who was nearby immediately ran and alerted the first mate, who is now on his way down. And so what would you like to do?
I would like to wild shape into a rat.
You attempt to wild shape into a rat. However, although you broke the metal bars and were able to escape your cage, the stone slab that has the rune of anti-magic field is still active, so you are still within range that you cannot cast any magic. It is a 10-foot radius. You know that because you are an Arcana user.
All right, then I'll walk outside of the radius,
Okay.
and then I will attempt it again.
All right, you walk out of the radius. The first mate is just about to turn the corner while you cast your wild shape into a rat.
Oh yeah. Then I'm going to crawl away. I didn't mean to click that. Oh, that wasn't me.
What?
Okay. Let me see your spell. What is the which level are you casting it at?
It's just a spell I have. I don't think it's like a spell.
Oh, where is it? So I can read it to make sure. Okay.
It should be underneath
Stay in
actions.
that form for 2 hours or until you use watch event.
I get 2 though.
I see that. So what I'm reading is basically the only way for them to notice you is rolling Arcana and knowing that you are doing magic, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, that works. So I have advantage. Okay. The first mate smells the reek of magic in the room, but is unable to ascertain what you did and where you are. You are able
He's
to
looking around.
You are able to sneak past him and his crew. At the back of the crew, you notice what appears to be just 2 passengers who are being nosy as hell. Juby, did you go with them or is it just them?
I think she just sat down at the table as soon as they got up and ran off, and so she's going to be behind. She's going to down her drink and then follow them, knowing that they're about to get up to trouble. Like, that Chungus at least is going to get up to trouble.
Okay, so Juby is still making her way down the staircase, but you notice a giant paladin in dark armor and a regular-looking guy who is shirtless and sweaty as hell.
Hell yeah, brother.
With a greatsword strapped with a leather strap around his back.
Ooh. I would like to try and run between their legs.
Okay. I mean, you're a rat. There's a bunch of rats down here. But like, I don't. What would this be? Roll stealth, I guess. And since you're in a rat form, I'll give you advantage on it. Oh, well, you're
Well,
good.
is
You don't-
21 enough, or do I...
Yeah, you're good.
Fuck.
You sneak past all of them and are on your way up the stairs. On your way up the stairs, you pass a small woman. You assume she's some sort of gnome. She
Oh, I
appears-
wouldn't assume that.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
I
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go on.
I would
Here's the narrative. Come on.
I don't know what that is. My character's never seen that before.
Oh, okay. You see a humanoid figure that is female and small relative to the other humanoid figures around. You are able to sneak past her as well.
Alright, I want to run past the child.
Okay, you're now up to the floor with the dining hall. You're in the hallway outside of the dining hall.
Do I smell the food?
Sure. It's a very crowded dining hall, full of drunk men and some women.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a dining hall,
Yeah.
and you're a rat.
I see where you're going with this.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and go get some food. I
As a
haven't eaten
rat?
in days. Yes.
Also, you did eat. They fed you in your cage, just not well.
Oh.
Okay, the rat proceeds into the dining hall. Roll stealth.
Oh, wrong button. 21.
While you were able to make it through the crowd undetected, when you make it up to the food bar to try and steal a piece of steak. What?
I don't think I'd be eating steak.
Okay, well, that's like the only thing they're serving is steak and beer.
And Dominoes.
Yeah.
I would take a piece of... I couldn't have the cheese either. I wouldn't want to eat it. Kind of freaky.
Yeah, there's no vegan options.
Can I look and see if anybody left a crust of their Dominoes on their plate?
So you're not going up to the food bar, you're going around tables?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rat simulator.
You make it undetected all the way up to a table, but roll stealth again now that you're climbing up to the top in plain view and you have disadvantage.
I have disadvantage.
Yeah, because you're a fucking rat in a giant crowded dining hall that's well lit and people are, like, you're on top of a table where everyone can fucking see you. Like, you were doing the most, like, unstealth thing ever. Obviously, you're at disadvantage.
11.
Okay, you manage to get a couple crumbs and feel a little satiated in your tiny rat stomach. However, you are very obviously spotted by people walking by, and you hear them screaming, "Rat! There's a rat!" And the crowd of people are now, there is a large crowd of people on that side of the dining hall that are now screaming and drawing their swords and daggers trying to kill you because you're a rat in the dining hall.
I do want to point out, rats were very common back then on ships.
Yeah, in the cargo hold.
Anywhere, but
Yeah,
I'm
not in the
gonna run away.
dining hall. This isn't Ratatouille. Also, this is a fine vessel, okay? This is like the Disney cruise of cargo ships. Also, this isn't like back then like real world. This is like there's dragons and shit. You're a goddamn minotaur. You can't use real world logic.
Guys, don't worry. I know this looks bad, but we can all share.
Are you rolling with that?
Yeah.
Roll perception. Or not perception, persuasion.
Might be a 3.
Okay, I need you to roll initiative.
Oh. Nat 20.
Okay, that's good. You go first. What do you want to try and do?
I'm going to run away.
Roll acrobatics. You have advantage.
Rat grobatics.
Yeah, rat acrobatics.
14.
Okay. Your persuasion check fails, obviously, as it's a giant crowd of people shouting rat and attacking, so they don't hear the little rat squeaks. No, they do not freak out because the rat talks. Talking animals are pretty common in this world. Dime a dozen, honestly. Anyways, yeah. So your persuasion check fails, obviously, and you just so manage to dodge a sword and then run up the sword length, jump off the wielder's arm, and make your way out of the dining hall, and just manage to escape the group. And the drunken men don't care to follow because you're out of the dining hall, and that's all they wanted. You know, they have a little bit of decorum, okay? They like their slop without rats. However, you are face to face with the paladin from earlier, the human, and the what you assume to be child.
Hello, friends. What are you doing?
It speaks.
Oh shit, it's a rat!
Are you actually doing that, Chungus?
Fuck it, yeah.
What?
All right, Chungus shouts, "Oh shit, it's a rat!" And the people that were in the cargo hold looking for the Minotaur that has escaped and know it can use magic hear that there is a rat talking and walking around as Chungus has just alerted them to the presence of the rat, so they are now rushing up the stairs towards you. You can hear the first mate shouting, and he sounds quite pissed off, a lot more so than he was when y'all were sparring on the deck.
I'm gonna climb in Condra's armor.
Okay, okay. How do we... Okay. Roll... You roll athletics. Condra, roll... fuck. Constitution saving throw, I guess. Let's see how likely you are to freak out over the rat.
It's a 9.
I got 21.
Okay. So you successfully make it up Condra's armor. However, Condra starts screaming like a little girl and freaking out about it.
Shh, my friend.
It speaks. It speaks in my ear.
Roll.
Condra,
Alright.
I'm.
The first mate and his crew are just around the corner. They're almost upon y'all. While the rat is trying to persuade Condra to stop freaking out, I need the rat to roll persuasion. And you have disadvantage on this because he's actively freaking out.
Well, I don't reckon a 3 wins, huh?
No. So the first
Can,
mate
can I
turns.
force a
Can you what?
bunch of good berries into his mouth to make him quiet?
You don't have them.
It's a spell.
Oh wait, what? You have
It's a spell.
What spell?
Good berry.
Wait. Infused with magic for the duration. Eating berries restores 1 hit point. Berries okay, so you can summon the berries, but it doesn't say you can summon them in someone's mouth.
I was just gonna start putting them in there.
Okay, you roll sleight of hand. Yeah.
God, 3.
Alright, you cast Goodberry and try to shove the Goodberries into Conjur's mouth, however, he just closes his mouth.
Get in there.
It's
like
going
his-
to get sticky.
The first mate is now upon you and is face to face with the group. Khandra is awkwardly shifting in his armor and is very clearly distressed. However, his mouth is still closed, trying to prevent the rat from shoving good berries into his mouth under his helmet. So, it is not readily apparent that the rat is in his armor. But it is clear that something's going on because this giant man, who normally has quite a fortuitous demeanor, is pacing and prancing like he's doing the pee-pee dance. The first mate goes, "Right, where's the rat? What's going on?"
My friend, everything's okay. Like I told you
That's
earlier,
not what I
he's
asked.
a great.
I heard there was a rat. I'm looking for something from the cargo hold that could disguise itself as a rat. Where is the rat?
Disguise.
It's food.
This guy, that guy, where is the fucking rat?
No, you said disguise.
Yes.
Right, that's what I said. Where's the rat?
He went that way.
Out of
Are you saying
What
that
he
from
said?
under Condra's armor?
What Khandra said there? He went that way. Khandra, you genius! You saw the rat go down that way.
Conjur's not even hearing anything. He's just kind of just like frantically trying to find it.
Roll deception.
Who, me?
Minnow, roll deception because you're the one trying to do it.
Can we add together our scores? Me and
No.
Chungus?
I'll give you a. What do you have already?
I have a +0.
I'll give you a +3 because of Chungus trying to help you out.
And can I add that my +1 also that I have already on deception?
Sure, fuck it. That gives you a 6.
Alright, roll it, Minnow, roll it!
He already rolled it. He got a 6 overall. So the first mate rolled a 14, so he very clearly sees through the deception. Hey, Khandra, I'm gonna need you to roll initiative.
Why?
Because you're the one with the rat obviously under your helmet.
Fuck. I don't want to get punched again. Shit, hold on.
What do I? Oh, I don't have to roll it. Oh yeah, Conjur's gonna take the beating. Very good.
You're in the helmet.
16.
Yeah, but
Okay. Roll the 16 with the modifier. Okay. Damn, we tied. Roll it again. I forgot to edit the character sheet. I'm not just making up stuff. Okay, 16 again. What the fuck? Okay. Ooh. All right. What's your AC?
I see. 18.
So an 18 hits. Okay.
Yeah.
So is Khandra being hit by the first mate right now?
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So Condra's gonna be punched in the fucking head. You're gonna take 11
So-
points of
Wait.
bludgeoning damage.
Wait, can I interject real quick?
No, you guys are not a part of this bout. I mean, you can interject after he's punched, but you can't stop the punch.
Okay.
But you can
I do a
stop the
reaction
follow-up.
spell? Since
What?
I'm touching him?
What is your reaction spell?
I was gonna cast Bark Skin.
I mean, he's wearing a helmet, so I mean, I don't
Okay,
really.
fine.
Also, you're in the helmet, so if you cast Bark Skin on him, that's gonna put you between two hard places, and you're gonna be the one that takes the full,
That doesn't make sense.
You're in the helmet that's getting punched. That makes perfect sense because if you give him Bark Skin, you're basically putting yourself in a trash compactor.
Mhm.
That makes perfect sense. What are you talking about?
I don't particularly know that does. It's okay though.
Okay. If you cast Bark Skin, right? That makes
It's
his.
okay. It's fine.
No. You're gonna hear me out on this one. You are in the helmet that is getting punched.
Yeah.
So, the outside of the helmet's metal, so it's hard, right?
Yeah, but I was gonna crawl in his mouth beforehand.
His mouth is closed.
I was gonna
From
open
you
it.
trying to. No, you can't do that. Your reaction is the spell. You can't also just add shit onto that. That's literally I pause time from infinity. You can't tag me.
All right. I see where you're going. This reaction spell, heat metal.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
I was about to say that. I mean, that'll very slightly hurt the first mate, but that's gonna hurt Condra more because it's on his head.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just
Well,
not gonna cast
Also,
it.
isn't he between the heated metal and Conjur's face?
Yeah. So that's just bad all around. We're just back to square one.
Uh,
Okay.
Okay. What we can do actually is we'll take that 11 damage and we'll split it. Yeah, because you are in the helmet, so we'll split it
Well,
7
the
and
helmet will protect
4.
me.
Okay. The first mate is significantly stronger than you guys, and the metal of this helmet. This helmet is getting dented right now, and
Okay.
yeah, Condra's gonna have to get this fixed or get a new helmet.
damn, okay.
The first mate is level 15. Just putting that out there.
Okay, Conjur's gonna kind of calm himself and talk to the rat, and he's gonna be like, "Please, little friend, come out peacefully, and none of us have to get hurt."
Okay, so real
Can
quick.
I just?
Real quick.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So the first mate punches the absolute piss out of Condra's helmet. It is now indented with it. While it's still wearable, there is a very clear indentation from the knuckles. Condra is knocked down to a knee and drops his right arm onto the ground, trying to just hold himself up. A faint taste of blood in his mouth. He most likely has a busted lip, though he doesn't know for sure. Though otherwise he's perfectly fine. The rat takes a little bit of the force. Like I said, we'll split it 7 and 4. So the rat takes 4 damage, Condra takes 7, and then the interaction can happen between you two.
Conjur says that.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Condra. I don't think there's any way we peacefully resolve it with the man who just dented your helmet.
You are hiding in my armor.
Hiding is a bit of an overstatement since they do know I'm here, so it's not really hiding. It's more of a shelter.
Well, this is very unconsensual, my friend. Please come out.
Can
Very well.
Chungus join the bout?
Sure, Chungus. What are you trying to do first, and then I'll tell you what you need to roll.
So, I've watched my friend Chandra get the shit slapped out of him by this first mate.
Yeah.
And it enrages me to see my friend who just so
God,
paid
no.
for my dinner and ale.
Are you attacking
To
the first
where
mate?
I'm
No.
so attacking the first mate.
Roll initiative.
No. I'm saying this
12.
right now. Do not fight Lorel. You will fuck your shit up.
All right,
Is
you.
Juby seeing this, by the way?
Yeah, you're just standing there at this point. Do you wanna jump in on this as well?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to try to get between everyone, but obviously I'm 3-8, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay. You rolled a 12. Okay. So after striking Chandra, the first mate has a secondary action that he can do per turn, which he was going to strike Chandra with again to try and get the rat out. However, he sees Chungus bracing himself to strike at the first mate. Are you doing an unarmed strike or with your greatsword, by the way?
Unarmed.
Okay. Yeah, because your initiative rolled lower. So you roll, or you step in and try and punch the first mate. He counters and hits you with an unarmed strike. Maybe. What's your AC? 15? So 14
Yes.
does not hit. Okay. So he completely deflects your blow, but he does not hit you in return. And while he punches at you and it glances off, just barely missing your face, all while Juby jumps in between y'all and is like, "Stop fighting!" Or unless you had another thing you wanted to say, I just thought that'd be funny.
I was just gonna say, by the gods, is this all necessary? But I think stop fighting is funnier.
Okay. All right. So the first mate is very clearly pissed off right now, but he does regain his composure, takes a deep breath, and goes, "I need the rat."
Chandra is going to focus on where the rat is in his armor. Pick it out with his hand.
Is gonna what?
He's gonna focus on where the rat is in his armor. And he's gonna try and fish it out with his giant ass hand. And hopefully get it in a good grip.
Man just got these gauntlets all the way down his pants, just clanking around like, get over here, get over here.
DM,
Yeah.
I have something I would like to do.
Okay.
I would like to see Chandra's hand reaching for me and cast Find Familiar in it to make a familiar rat
What?
in his hand.
Wait. Okay. What? Hold on. What? Elaborate.
God.
I can make a spirit within 10 feet of myself, and I can choose between a bat, cat, a rat, frog, hawk, lizard, octopus, spider, or weasel, and I want to make a rat. So he grabs the spirit rat.
This is amazing.
Okay. Okay, so you're casting a spirit rat, and that's what he grabs?
Yes.
Is there a saving throw that goes along with that spell? I'm not looking at your character sheet right now.
No, it's just something I can do.
Okay. Then that's what happens.
Well, you have the rat in your hand, Condor.
So it's a fake fucking rat.
Yeah, it's very obviously a spirit rat because it's, not a real physical rat.
Okay. Well, knowing this, Chandra loses his patience. And he finally says, "Deceiver!" And then he takes off all his armor.
Butt booty ass naked?
Ah,
Absolutely.
Khan's taking after me, my friend. The bear breeze on our chest.
He takes off all of his armor.
Hold on. No, it looks like a regular creature, by the way.
Okay, it
It
looks.
has the normal physical form.
Okay. Do you remember what I told you about magic in this world, right? Like
it's
every
a
time.
level 1 spell.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying, like, remember, like, you only have so much mana without like a way to replenish it. Just FYI. You're good. You're not like low or anything, but like, it's pretty much. If you hit your limit on how many spells you can cast for the day, so just like normal, but instead of like not being able to cast anything else, you like pass out from exhaustion. Pretty much is how it works.
Okay.
Until we go over it later. All right, so okay, Chandra grabs the rat and is unable to discertain whether it is a faux rat or the real thing because it looks like the real thing. However, the first mate, knowing what he's dealing with, attempts an Arcana check and is able to discertain that it is a familiar. What are you rolling now?
I'm just messing around.
Okay. What was the... wait, is it Arcana that is the saving throw, or what is it?
There's no saving throw. It just looks like a rat.
Okay. Well, the first mate knows that the rat is fake and is magic.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay, I give up.
the first mate knows everything about you. Like, he knows exactly what he's dealing with. So, I mean, he knows to
Why
check
would
for
he know
magic.
everything about me?
He's the first mate. He knows everything on the boat. Him and the captain. Like, that's like...
Yeah, but how would he know what I can do? That's just what I'm confused about.
Oh, because it was given to him on a sheet of paper by the people that are bringing you in the cage.
But
Okay.
how would they know? Okay.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
I mean, there's a reason you were in the cage. I mean, it wasn't just by your own accord.
Okay.
I mean, they don't know everything about you, but like he knows that you can use magic.
It's
and knows to check for it.
Yeah, just give up.
All right, the first mate grabs the rat and they walk away.
Can I interject into this situation before the first mate grabs the rat?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I would like to look over at my friend Condra and say, I hope you trust me, my friend. I want to try and grab the rat and then proceed to shove it in my pants.
Chandra looks at him in disgust. And
I'm not gonna make you roll for this. If that's what you want to do, you can grab the rat and put it in your pants.
Condra, my friend, I must borrow this. What is your reason for wanting this rat?
Oh, that's the wrong one. Wait, no. I don't know.
I would like to say to the first mate.
Let me think about this actually. I have advantage on that. No, it wouldn't be a saving throw. I was right the first time. Okay. Cool. The first mate doesn't say anything. He just grabs you and Condra by your collars and picks you up in his left arm and just carries you, but Condra's too tall, so he just drags Condra by the back of his collar. And you guys are, all he says is, "That's it. I'm sick of this. We're gonna go meet the captain. Good luck."
Perfect. We're getting answered.
Juby, you are more than welcome to follow them, or you can choose life.
Juby, come with us. Don't leave us. We're work friends.
We're work friends.
Some politicians just talk the talk.
I didn't even think I was at risk of shingles.
What are you following them? What are you doing?
Look familiar? Because you've seen us at the beach.
Domino's Parmesan
stuffed crust pizzas are just
Oh, Juby's AFK?
Domino's is back.
Okay, well...
I just realized I was muted. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, no. Juby has a little bit of camaraderie, and she's absolutely baffled by shoving the rat down his pants and, not even communicating once with his first mate. Is there a possibility I can, talk to the first mate, or is he just,
He is like seething right now, but you can try and talk to him while he storms off, dragging these two.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to the first mate and just start giving thousands of excuses of like, Chungus, he doesn't know what he's doing, like, or like just saying it's a. I'm gonna accuse the first mate or whoever this man is, because I don't really know, that he's being ableist.
Uh-huh.
DM,
Okay.
do you mind if I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
What can I ask, like, the build of this, like, first mate, just out of curiosity?
Absolutely.
Just
he is
because,
a
you know,
dragonborn. Let me see. So, let me see. Oh, the guy who made this character didn't put all of his stuff in the background like a chud.
Just because in my head I'm a 6'2", 200-pound man
Yeah.
that he's throwing over his shoulder pretty easily.
He's dragging you by your collar, but yeah, no, that's valid. Let me see where the. Dang, you didn't put any of the characteristics in here, bro.
Sorry to interrupt, Juby. I was just curious.
No, you're fine, dude. So the first mate is a dragonborn who is aged quite well, though you're not sure how old he is. You can tell by the way he fights and carries himself that he is some sort of physical fighter, though you're not sure like if he's, a monk, a barbarian, or just a fighter. You can't ascertain that. However, he is quite skilled in the martial arts, as you now know, and he is incredibly strong. He is also, you can tell, because he's a dragonborn, he is of the cold variety, so you can assume he has access to things such as cold breath, and has quite a resistance to cold. You assume, based off that, he's most likely weak to fire and heat. He is wearing a typical first mate's uniform, however, it is slightly altered to accommodate for his large stature and, unusual build relative to normal humanoids.
Okay.
Yeah, he's standing at about 7'6", so 7.5 feet.
Okay, the
So
image
taller
is
than you,
coming
but
together
he's
in my
short.
head
He's
now.
taller than you, but he's shorter than Kandra, and he is white, blue, and light blue. He's a mixture of blues and white.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna change what I'm gonna say to this guy. I'm just gonna start talking about like Chungus being a monster hunter, and like we don't. Of course, if you talk about a disguised rat, they're going to try to grab it. Like, can we talk this out, like men? Like we're.
The first mate looks at you and goes, "Talk this out like men. You're not even a man. You're not even grown. Get out of here. Go find your mother."
Oh my god, she's dead.
The first mate looks at
I'm
you.
held by the collar. I go, don't talk to my friend that way.
I would like to cast Enlarge on Chungus.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You're already spending all of your spell slots.
Okay.
Are we committing to this bit? Are we
which-
committing to this bit? Because
which-
I'm gonna commit with you.
Enlarge. That's a first level spell or second level.
Yeah, first level.
I don't see it in your
second
first
level.
level. I was about to say second
Second
level. Okay. A targeted object must neither be worn nor carried. You can't cast it. He's being carried.
He's not an object.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, since Chungus doesn't know you're casting it, so therefore can't consent to it, Chungus is gonna have to make the Constitution saving throw.
I mean, he doesn't have to.
Okay.
He doesn't know he can't consent to it if he doesn't know you're casting it.
I'll give him a little message. Get ready.
From his pants?
I'm going in dry.
Yeah, he used the cantrip.
Oh, you use your okay. You use your message cantrip to let Chungus know in his head, get ready from his pants. And with that, you cast your enlarge spell on Chungus. Chungus, do you choose to do the saving throw or do you choose to allow it?
Fuck it, I'll allow it.
Okay. You cast Enlarge on Chungus.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. Does
Oh.
that... Now, does that just make them physically bigger, or does it also scale their mass? Let me see. Size increases by 1 category from medium to large. Has advantage in strength. So it doesn't say anything about increasing mass. It just increases in size.
And I get
No,
advantage on strength.
Yeah, you do get advantage on strength checks. And
It
saving
does say the
throws.
target's size increased by 1 category, so I
Yeah, but it
don't
says
know.
size. It doesn't say, like...
I can look
weight.
it up on the rulebook.
We're going to say size and not weight. So... While you are larger, your mass remains the same, but you do have increased strength, so if you wanted to try and worm your way out, you could, and you'll have advantage.
But just for the future, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but the spies doubles its size in all dimensions and multiplies its weight by 8.
Damn, what? It says it only moves up 1
Holy
size.
shit.
Okay. Alright,
8?
we'll roll with it. The massive increase in weight
Fuck.
causes the first mate to drop Chungus. Oh my god, y'all are gonna get another fight. Okay. The first mate is now extremely pissed off. Everyone roll initiative.
Ah, beautiful.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know, I think I'm doing amazing, guys. 22, baby.
It won't let me click my thing. I need to refresh my page, I guess.
What the hell? Okay.
23.
So,
I got 10.
Condra, you are still in the first mate's arm. Like, he still has you by the collar, just FYI. So, here's what we'll do, because the first mate rolled a nat 1. Condra rolled the highest in initiative. And, okay. We'll say the first mate tosses you, but you take no damage because you're able to catch yourself. Does that work for you? And then you can go first with the, we'll say you'll have reaction. Okay, so Condra's gonna go first, but it will be a reaction. So you won't be able to, like, attack unless you can attack as a reaction if you have something like that. We'll say you could do a bonus action or a reaction, but not a straight up action, since you just landed on your feet.
Okay, let me see.
Also, I need everyone else to roll perception.
$17.
Okay. Good.
20.
Good. All right. You didn't need a very high roll. So everyone else notices the giant mass of a figure with a metal helmet with only one eye exposed, towering over the first mate and stomping his way towards y'all. You can't see anything other than the sheer width of this character and his size. He is about as tall as Condra, but in a way more robust and full frame. And all you can see on this character is one blue glowing eye as he makes his way down.
Do we have any, like, idea that this person is planning to fight us, join the fray, or?
Based on the sheer robustness of his form and the bloodshot eye, it is safe to assume that he is about to, as the kids say, kick your ass.
Oh, beautiful.
He is a very intimidating form. And just like I said, you can hear the thud as he walks. Like, this dude is...
I always forget. So I know we roll initiative by
Yes.
turns of, like, who goes first and, like, your set of actions.
Yes.
Are we allowed to communicate to our partners about ideas for whatever action they take to follow into the next action of the player?
Like if you're trying to tell them what you're about to do, so what they could do to follow up with you.
Pretty much like if I were to tell Condra, like, hey Condra, make the way for me, so I can then lead into like setting up my
Oh, like you're trying
action.
to shout. Yeah. So yeah, you could totally just shout stuff if it's relevant to what's going on. Um, if it's something that you want to shout like mid-action or like before someone's turn or something, like you can't do it like if you're not first in order, you can't like Conjur's going first out of you guys, so you can't shout it prior to Conjur doing something. Does that make sense?
Okay, so I have to wait till he initiates an action to yell something at him.
Yes.
Okay.
And also that D&D players chat that I have sitting in Discord that I can't see, that's also something where y'all could send those messages. That way it's like, if you don't want me knowing, or if you want to ask something like that to the other players, you could. It's just like, that's for conversations where like you don't want me knowing you're doing it, but like this is something you would want me to know you're doing. Conjure,
Gotcha.
it's your turn.
Okay, well, fuck. Well, if I can't really do anything as a reaction, so I'm just trying to. I will bargain with the first mate
Uh-huh.
and say, should we give up this creature? Shall we leave unarmed?
Roll persuasion.
Fuck you, little rat.
Whoa!
I mean, that's kind of fair. They don't know you at all, and you've caused a shit ton of trouble for them.
There is a dent in my helmet.
Yeah, okay. 16. So you go to persuade the first mate. And in the middle of your sentence, the first mate is grabbed by the back of his neck and slammed into the wall by the guy with the giant iron helmet, and the first mate is knocked clean unconscious.
Fuck.
The giant
Oh, this is
figure
getting-
is now standing over y'all, standing above y'all. He hasn't said a word yet. All you can hear is huffing as he takes long, ragged breaths under his helmet. And you can sense a fiery aura coming from him. His eye is extremely bloodshot. It is clear that he is not to be trifled with. Any persuasion or intimidation you try and do now towards this character will be at disadvantage. Oh yeah, he is staring directly at Condra. You feel as if he's looking directly into your soul.
Okay, well, I've done all I could.
The man grabs Condra by the helmet and lets go after picking you up by your head, and you notice the dent in your helmet is mended.
No?
Oh shit.
You get a sense that this man can respect a nice helmet. Who was next in the turn order? I think
Shit,
it's
it's me.
Chungus. Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. So this guy just fixed Condra's helmet, correct?
Yes.
But you said we're at disadvantage for persuasion or intimidation.
Yes. I
And
mean,
I'm
you could
still
try and just
marked.
talk to him. I mean, you don't have to try and inertly like persuade or intimidate him. You can just talk to him too. Oh yeah, it's safe to assume this is the captain, by the way. By the way, he just knocked out the first mate cold turkey.
Ah, shit. I sense a warrior spirit with you. Are you friend or foe?
Oh, he's phone.
Okay. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck, I think I'm like negative on that. We're cooked. Fuck. Wisdom. Ooh, okay, we're just neutral. Okay. Please. Wisdom saving. Wisdom saving, you said?
Yes. You need a 17 or higher.
9. Fuck.
Okay. You notice that your body is completely paralyzed. You cannot move. However, that is the only thing that is going on with you. While you are frozen, Juby, what was your initiative? 16? This
No,
guy?
my 9.
No, that was your perception. You rolled 16 on the
Oh, yeah.
initiative earlier.
Oh yeah.
What did I roll on this guy? I can't remember. 14. Okay. Do you want to go before the next action? Before this guy does anything, or no?
No, Juby would not even make a move.
Okay.
Anyway.
While Chungus is frozen, the giant man, not in a weird way, pulls down your pants and swiftly grabs the rat and then proceeds to walk away, dragging the first mate behind. Would you guys like to do anything?
I have a couple ideas.
Oh no.
Okay. You're not being hurt right now. He's just holding you.
Okay, then I'll pass.
Okay.
Am I still kind of frozen?
Yes. You are frozen until this guy lets you go. He has cast Hold Person on you.
Okay.
Chandra? Juby? Anything?
I'm not frozen. It's just Chungus.
Yeah, it's just Chungus who's frozen because he was the one that had the rat in his pants.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to them and turn to Chungus and Conjura and go, it's just a rat.
Good answer, Neff. Good answer.
What do y'all want with this rat? It's not some monster.
Chungus, explain yourself.
Chungus is still paralyzed. He cannot talk. However, once the giant figure, who has still yet to speak, crosses the corner, the spell is broken and Chungus can interact with you guys.
Good. Sorry guys, I just jump scared someone on accident. 1 second.
You're good.
They're laughing really hard because they got scared. Okay, anyway, back to my action. My friends, for some reason, I sense there's more going on with this situation. My king's senses tell me there's something afoot here. And this rat is more than just a rat.
Well, yes, Chungus. The guy from earlier said he was disguised, but you are a monster slayer, not a rat slayer.
Maybe.
And little one, I understand where you come from, but
Do not
I
call me
also-
little one.
small one, little one, cool
All
one.
right. Okay.
I felt a sense of I should give this rat a chance.
We
So-
know
Felt like
That's
something
11.
was more afoot for this rat than I felt we should look deeper into it.
Deeper in your pants? Why? Hold on.
No, the rat was not paying me. I was trying to help the rat.
Okay. When words wouldn't suffice?
You know, Chungus is not best with words.
I know, buddy. I know.
Chungus play on sex appeal and muscles and strength.
And how's that going?
Good answer.
Right now, not great. Chungus broke. Chungus almost got the shit beat out of him. Rat gone. Condra, your helmet looks great though. So what should we do, guys?
Condra is gonna try and the rat is still in Chungus's pants, I assume.
No, the rat's
No,
gone.
the captain took the rat.
Oh, okay. I was in the bathroom. Sorry.
Chungus was pantsed by Captain and paralyzed.
Oh yeah, Chunkus's pants is still on the ground, isn't it?
Yes, he hasn't picked them up yet.
Tragic.
His dangling
No.
twanging.
No.
His undergarments
Now
are
you
still there.
really beat up the family great sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand that, Chungus, but I don't know if this rat's worth getting killed over. I don't think you're gonna get money from this rat.
Chungus does it for the love of the game, as you know.
Condra feels a headache coming on because he just got bitch slapped by the first mate. And he's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
try and-
sorry, I forgot to do that too. The captain cast healing on you, so you are healed from your damage. You have no
Okay, cool.
effects.
Okay, I should probably.
Guys,
Yeah, my
just can we appreciate a moment that, like, so far what's repeatedly happened is me and Condra are just goofing off, and then Condra gets hit, and then I somehow block or dodge everything afterwards.
Yeah, you've
So
gotten
Condra's
like really fucking lucky. I can't lie.
Yeah.
So Condra just keeps getting his ass beat by people. I keep getting off scot-free.
To be fair, if you would, if you didn't roll so high on your saves, you would be in worse condition than Condra because you have like no armor on. You like
Oh,
you
well, I
have
just
you
do
have
it
a
right
chain
now.
shirt and then that's it. So you just have a shirt. Condra at least
Yeah.
has full armor.
That's very fair, very fair. But anyway, back into the roleplay.
Yes. Go ahead.
I think we should look deeper into this, friends. I think there's more afoot than we should let on.
You will explain yourself at the table. We should go eat.
Now this is something I can get behind, my friend. By the way, can I borrow some money for food?
No.
Why? You can borrow my key, Chungus.
Ah, perfect. I will pay your kindness tenfold in the future, dear friend.
You know what? I don't need to be helped.
Everyone's realizing Chungus just brings more problems to the table. Okay, so let's all go eat. Let's have a little food, talk it out. Thought process this.
Agreed. And Condra makes his way to the table.
Alrighty. You guys proceed to a table, and are you getting more food, or are you eating your cold plates from earlier?
I'm just gonna eat the cold plate from earlier. I don't.
Okay.
Condra is fed up.
Chat says Condra
Chungus will
does
not
not
waste.
have great taste in friends.
Again, Juby is still under the impression that Condra and Chungus have like a sexual relation, and that Condra is the one like, pouring Chungus out.
All right. I don't know. This is between y'all. I really, I can't answer for y'all. I don't. What do y'all
My
want to do with
friends.
that?
I think we should try and speak to the captain. As intimidating as he was, he seemed reasonable.
That
Right,
man seething with anger. I do not think he can be reasoned with.
There has to be, okay, so this is a disguise, something as a rat. There has to be a reason he's being imprisoned or held. Are you sure this is something we should do?
All three of y'all roll perception real quick. Why do you guys have cool dice? How'd you get cool dice?
I want cool dice. Where do we get cool dice?
Yeah, how'd y'all get cool dice?
You can. There's a setting where you can change it. I think.
Fuck, 5.
Okay, I'll look at that later. Why, well,
I'm just a dummy.
They did share a pants rat. That's pretty. Yeah, that is true. Khandra and Chungus did share a pants rat, so I guess that's pretty intimate. Yeah. All right. Wait, what did you guys roll? Okay. Khandra and Juvie both notice the first mate walking by them. He seems to be proceeding to the dining hall to get his own plate of food and tankard of ale. He has a large handprint on the back of his neck and a very clear bruise forming on the back of his head from where the assumed captain slammed him into the wall and knocked him out. He seems to be rather pissed off. Chungus is just happy to be there. He doesn't notice anything.
Well, Chungus, if you want to talk, here's your chance to talk. Why don't we try this man first instead of the captain?
We will be standing a safe distance from here.
Chungus then turns and sees the first mate. Chungus screams out, "Ah, friend!
Fuck.
Come, eat and sit with us."
Are you waiting until he has his food, or are you interrupting him while he's in line?
Let me wait until he gets his food.
Good call, good call. Alright, you see the first mate walking away with his food and tankard of ale, and you decide to call out to him before he is able to eat and drink his ale. He looks not pretty... He does not look rather happy to see you guys, but he does not immediately attack you, nor say anything too rash. He just goes, "What?"
Now,
No, the first mate did not get a Hawaiian pizza, chat. He is not a pineapple on pizza kind of guy. There's no
disagree.
pizza!
I see you also love the Dominoes, first mate. I am a fan myself. I know we got off on the wrong foot, and I am sorry for the way things have gone so far. But if you give me a chance to understand, I feel like we can have this kindred spirit as warriors.
The first mate looks you up and down and says, "We are not both warriors. You are poor and a bounty hunter at best. I am a true warrior. I fought in wars, and I've taken down countless empires. I am a true warrior. You are an insult to the name. Do not summon me again," and storms off.
So what's next, friend?
Fuck, you guys, I need help. I feel like everything I do just never works. I was pretty cool in the beginning and made the acrobatic checks, and it was really awesome on the first deck, but now it's just gone downhill since.
I mean, okay. Let's just think about the context for what you said, okay? You were like, "Dude, we're both totally warriors." Mind you, he, like, beat the fuck out of your friend, and then got his ass knocked out by someone stronger than him for fighting you guys. He is not clearly in the mood for you to be like, "Dude, we're one and the same!"
Guys, if we notice, Chungus's intelligence is -1, so, you know.
You have 9 intelligence. You just have a -1 modifier. So you have 8 overall.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Did you think that the modifier was your total?
Maybe I have no clue anymore.
The big number is your
Um,
overall, and then your modifier is applied on top of that. The little bubble underneath the big number, that's your modifier.
That's
Oh,
not
okay.
how it works.
I'm looking at it.
It goes up. Your base stat's your base stat, and the modifier applies off that. But for every 2 you gain in the base stat, you get a +1 modifier to all skills that are applied from it.
Yeah, but we're looking at the base stat. He was reading the
Yeah, so,
modifier
like-
and thought his base stat was -1.
Yeah. So he just has 9 intelligence. It's not like it subtracts 1 and he has 8. He just has 9.
It says his base score is 8 when I'm looking at it. If you click on it, it says total score 9, modifier -1, base score 8. Shit.
But he has a +1 from humanity. So he had a base 8, but it added 1 from a plus for like a racial
Okay,
ability.
let's move.
It doesn't matter.
Either way, you're
Okay.
yeah, you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, but you're not a -1.
Yeah. So, Juby, Chandra, do y'all have any ideas? Because I'm at a loss.
Surely all the other crewmates know what is going on, so let's just find another crewmate.
Also, it's like midnight by
Sounds
this
like a
point.
plan. Oh,
It
sorry.
is-
Shall we? It's been a long day. What did you say, Chungus?
Chungus
I-
is tired.
It's 5 o'clock
Yeah, I
somewhere.
think you should get some bed, buddy.
Lots of dominoes and ale.
Right.
There's
Well-
no domino. Y'all are just running with this.
Regardless, I have to check up on something in my room, so till tomorrow.
Chandra, will I see you tomorrow?
Perhaps there's nowhere else to go.
That's a
Jimmy
valid
runs off.
response.
Thinking
Alright,
that this is like personal talk between them.
Okay, Juby runs off, leaves the conversation.
Andra kind of just like finishes his food quietly and walks back to his quarters.
Okay. Chungus, you the first mate's still in the room. What do you want to do? You want to go to bed, or you want to try and talk to him again? He has
Chungus,
drank he has drank his tankard and finished his steak now. He's actually on his second plate.
I think Chungus takes his ale that he never quite got to drink. And I think Chungus walks over and gives it one last fucking try.
Okay, here we go.
Oh god.
All right. You approach the first mate's table, thinking surely it can't get much worse than this. And go ahead with what you want to say.
Now I know you do not want to speak to me. And I
He
know
interrupts you and
do
goes,
not
"Correct."
But would you turn down a free pint of ale?
How did you get a free pint? Is it your
It's
cold
the
one from earlier?
Yes. we're improvising here.
Or not cold? Your room temp one now, so it's not cold. Oh my god. Okay. The
DM, look at the message.
Okay. Okay. Obsidian, can you do me a favor and delete that message in chat? Okay. Hold on. I lost my train of thought through like 3 different things.
Offered
Okay,
the
yeah,
free
yeah,
ale.
offer the like lukewarm ale. The First mate takes it before realizing that it's lukewarm and tells you, take a seat. We can chat. Then takes a sip from the ale and spits it in your face once he realizes it's lukewarm. But continues to let you sit.
Now, you're right. You are a true warrior. And maybe I'm just some hired goon who fights monsters. But I also have a sense of right. And I just want to understand why this rat who, in a way I felt like just was fighting for freedom in life, was being held captive.
Who's Harold? What is going on? Who's Harold? Someone in
Harold?
chat just said Harold cast chilling beam on the ale. Who's Harold? What are we doing? I don't know. I just work here. Fair enough, I guess.
Did they mean I thought we had somebody named Horrod after that. No.
No. Someone's just trying to like insert their OC, I guess.
He's important to the story, Adam.
We're adding a Harold NPC. I'll roll with that. I need someone to roll. Who wants to roll for it?
Fuck it. What am I rolling?
Just roll a d20. So bottom left of the screen, click d20. You need an 18 or higher, and there will be a random insert person named Harold who walks by and cools the ale for the first mate.
I need like 18 or higher.
18 or higher.
Yes!
Oh, okay. A random person walks by and notices the first mate spitting in your face and complaining about the warm ale and cools it with a spell and then walks away.
Thank me later.
That'll do.
Harold, I love you.
Do.
Now, you are a true warrior, and maybe I am just some hired monster hunter. But I do have a sense of right and wrong, and I do feel this rat was fighting for some form of freedom, some form of life. And I just want to understand what this rat might have done wrong to deserve such a fate, being imprisoned.
The first mate takes a sip from his now freshly chilled ale, eyes you curiously, and decides to entertain you with an answer to your question, but doesn't reveal too much. And he says, simply, he's a piece of cargo. We were hired to move. No different than you being hired to kill a monster. It's a job, you do it. There's nothing more to it.
And I do understand that. But I also understand there's a moment of not everything is such black and white. I understand some things can be good and bad and right and wrong. And if this rat, this person, did nothing to deserve to be nothing but a piece of cargo, how would you feel if any of us or you were just a piece of cargo?
The first mate looks at you.
And I won't
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And I won't force you to reveal more, because I understand that you're just doing your job. But I do ask, is you tell me you are a true warrior, that you look at the situation, and you do think deeply about what is right and what is wrong. And I will leave you to think of that. And Chungus gets up and walks to his bedroom to go to bed.
Okay, the first mate just kind of rolls his eyes and drinks his ale.
Worth shot. All right, I got a little piece of information, guys. We cooked that 19.
All right. Do you guys want to proceed to the next day, or do you guys want to call the session here?
Hmm.
It is 11 at night almost.
Yeah. It's up to y'all.
I'd say we could call it here.
Okay.
Okay.
If everyone wants to,
When would y'all like?
y'all can go ahead and take a long rest. I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream here real quick, and then we can go over stuff for next session. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was the very first session of this new campaign. Hope to see you guys again. We're gonna be most likely streaming, hopefully sometime next weekend. Don't ask me when. Just whenever. See you guys. If y'all want to say goodbye, now's your chance.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
We love Domino's and ale.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no dominoes. Okay. Good night, guys.
There's a little